My name is Izzy. Originally from Texas, I currently live in Lansing, Michigan, and I'm a production manager for Fenris Publishing. What got me into writing was the Beat Generation. I took a creative writing class in college. First kind of college book I read was Allen Ginsberg's Howl, and that kind of spiraled from there. I knew in high school I kind of wanted to be a horror writer, Edgar Allan Poe, all that kind of stuff. I read Jack Kerouac, that kind of turned things differently for me. I do write horror from time to time, but it's all furry and everything is erotic now. The inspiration behind the story These Are the Days of Our Lives was I had started kind of a new relationship with my current spouse at the time. And we were getting ready to move in with each other. And at the time, I knew I wanted to marry them. I wrote a story based off of what that would look like, using a graveyard that's just around the corner that we actually had sex in. I kind of like the idea of exhibitionism. So, like, since not a lot of people are in a graveyard, especially in winter in Michigan, it's all snowy and cold. It was kind of fun. It kind of gave this kind of gothic sense to the story, I think. What drew me to being a furry, 90s cartoons. I love my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love my Sonic the Hedgehog. 90s cartoons kind of ruined me, and there are characters that I kind of enjoy looking at erotically, like Master Splinter. Like, he's a hot dad. What I'm working on right now is a collection of short stories called The Devil Beside Us. It's a bit more horror than it is erotic and focuses on kind of everyday monsters that we deal with, how evil our parents can be sometimes, or the rough nature of relationships. The last two books I wrote, one was a poetry book called Lust and Detriment, and that was put out last year. And that was just a mishmash of poems, some erotic, some not. The other one is a horror collection called Carnage, which has some erotic horror in it, coming from a abusive relationship and being a domestic violence survivor. Those moments kind of leaked into Carnage. So I've got those two books out right now. If you're interested in getting into writing, one of the best things that I ever had in my life were just people to give me kind of editing advice. Finding your local writing groups or even finding online writing groups. The furry community has tons of them with the Furry Writers Guild. So get a good community behind you. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. You can find my writing at izzytorres.substack.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at Systematic Weasel. You can look me up on Amazon.